And to details, President Abdel Fattah el-Sisi visited the police academy on Thursday, where he was received by Minister of Interior Mahmoud Tawfiq and senior officials of the academy. A presidency press statement said the head of state witnessed the lining of freshmen, male and female students, congratulating them on joining the academy. The details.
President Abdel Fattah el-Sisi conducted an inspection tour at the headquarters of the police academy, where he was received by Minister of Interior Mahmoud Tawfiq. Presidential spokesman Bassam Radi said that President Sisi visit comes within the framework of his keenness to follow up with the system of preparing and training students of the academy. The president was briefed on the electronic system for students evaluating in various fields, through which periodic follow-up and continuous evaluation is carried out besides the outstanding level they have reached. The president inspected the college Olympic swimming pool and watched students performing the leap of confidence. He also visited the combat training fields complex where college students are trained on instruction and tactical combat. He also watched a presentation on the various training fields in the complex. Meanwhile, the president visited the equestrian club and listened to a detailed explanation of all types of purebred Arabian horses affiliated to the academy cavalry. The president conducted an open dialogue with students of Police College on most prominent issues and developments in the international arena and efforts exerted through a series of major projects. The head of state pointed to a crisis at the international level and their repercussions on Egypt's economy.
President Abdel Fattah el-Sisi on Thursday received a phone call from his Ukrainian counterpart Volodymyr Zelensky, where they discussed the latest developments in the Ukrainian crisis. Presidential spokesman Ambassador Bassam Radi said that the Ukrainian president briefed President el-Sisi on the latest developments in the talks track. During the phone talks, President el-Sisi stressed the importance of pushing for peaceful solutions, expressing Egypt's support for the efforts exerted to solve the current crisis through negotiations. For his part, Zelensky expressed his appreciation and gratitude for the Egyptian efforts in extending the residency of the strapped Ukrainian tourists in Egypt. Prime Minister Dr. Mustafa Madbouli inaugurated on Thursday Ahlan Ramadan exhibition, which aims at providing basic commodities to citizens with reasonable prices before the holy month of Ramadan. During the tour, Madbouli listened to reviews on the exhibition various departments. He stressed that President el-Sisi directed to continue supporting the citizens even after Ramadan due to Ukraine crisis. In a press conference following the inauguration, the Prime Minister reiterated that the state's budget has been revised after the Ukrainian crisis to face expected repercussions. Madbouli said Egypt has strategic reserves that secure the need of citizens and a long-term plan to deal with the international situation, adding that it has enough reserves of basic commodities to bear the burden of local markets. He pointed out that currently Egypt is discussing with the International Monetary Fund a new program to maintain Egyptian growth stability. Madbouli asserted that the agreement with the International Monetary Fund might include a funding component that Egypt requires when needed. The Premier stressed that Egypt's reform program supports Egypt in facing international challenges as international institutions praised Egypt's economy. Under the umbrella of the Decent Life Initiative, the Wasl al-Khair convoy has kicked off in all Egyptian governorates and distributes 1 million boxes of food commodities for the most needy families across the nation, including villagers of Upper Egypt. President Abdel Fattah el-Sisi launched the Decent Life Initiative that includes 3 stages targeting 57 million people in villages and most in need directorates. The initiative aims to achieve the most important goals of sustainable development. The Ministry of Interior said it will continue its daily campaigns to following up prices of strategic commodities and monitoring cases selling goods at higher than official prices. The ministry added that it succeeded to capture 178 catering cases during the past 24 hours. In the context of blocking goods, it reiterated that 1,439 tons of food commodities, 108 tons of food commodities and 13,200 food oil packages were seized. And to details, Egypt has submitted a request to the IMF to start negotiations about a new program that seeks to support the state's plans of national comprehensive economic reform. Prime Minister Mustafa Madbouli said Egypt had asked IMF for potential funds protectively in addition to technical support because Russia-Ukraine conflict may be prolonged. He said the state's top priority now was represented in the rapid adoption of various policies and measures that guarantee the stability of the economic and financial conditions of the country. The program may include additional funding for Egypt. The global economy, especially developing ones, is exposed to simultaneous external shocks, leading to unprecedented price hikes.